4,500 years ago, a project began that would redefine human ambition. Egypt's lifeline, the Nile, provided the resources and transport needed for a colossal monument.
Huge limestone blocks were transported from quarries miles away.
The pyramid was commissioned by Pharaoh Khufu, determined to build the greatest tomb ever constructed. Surveyors aligned the pyramid perfectly with the cardinal directions, an engineering marvel.
Hold the line steady. Adjust the rod slightly to the left now.
Is this aligned, Master?
Yes, it is perfect. Proceed.
The foundation had to be flawless. Any error would grow with every level.
The inundation has crested here. The rope shows the exact level.
It is perfectly aligned with the mark.
The desert floor was carved and shaped to create an immovable base. Thousands of workers toiled in perfect unison to move multi-ton stones. With the foundation set, the true scale of Khufu's vision began to emerge. Every morning, thousands gathered at the plateau, ready to build history. The limestone for the lower levels arrived in endless shipments. To move massive stones, Egyptians discovered that wet sand cut the effort nearly in half. This coordination was the muscle behind the pyramid's rising structure. Each block had to be shaped precisely to ensure a perfect fit. Engineers demanded accuracy down to fractions of an inch. Precision placement ensured the pyramid would remain stable for millennia. A plaster-like mortar helped bind the stones and fill small imperfections.
The lower layers were the broadest and required the largest number of stones.
Vertical alignment was crucial to maintaining the pyramid's crisp edges. Simple tools multiplied human strength, providing fine control. The pyramid began to rise, one perfectly laid course at a time. Rubble packing increased stability and prevented settling. Only the outer casing required perfect blocks. Inside, rougher stone filled space efficiently. Ancient Egyptian engineers raised huge ramps to lift stones higher as the pyramid grew. Ramps were rebuilt constantly to handle heavier loads. Tura limestone gave the pyramid its legendary bright shine. Outer stones were polished smooth to reflect harsh desert sunlight. Tura limestone gave the pyramid its legendary bright shine. Each stone had to match the pyramid's angle with incredible accuracy. As the height increased, workers reshaped ramps into winding spirals. Thousands worked in specialized crews, each vital to the monument's progress. Massive granite beams were hauled from Aswan to form the king's chamber. Architects planned every chamber with mathematical precision. Sand release systems allowed perfect placement inside the chamber. Stacked chambers protected the main hall from the pyramid's immense weight. Communication relied on practiced signals instead of shouted commands. Builders marked each stone with quarry teams and placement notes. Upper casing stones were the most difficult to transport and align. Ramps were removed step by step as each tier was sealed. The capstone symbolized the sun's power and the pharaoh's divine link. Placing the capstone was the ceremonial finale of the entire project. When finished, the pyramid shone like a beacon across the desert. At dawn, the pyramid reflected Ra's first light, honoring the sun god. After decades of labor, the Great Pyramid stood complete, an eternal monument to ancient genius.